Welcome back. It's art time, class. Today in class, we're going to be drawing a portrait. For most of us, what that means is drawing the head using lines and shape. Let's go ahead and look at our materials. Of course, we'll need paper. And then inside my box here, I have a pencil. You might also want a pencil sharpener, a nice eraser, something to blend with, like a blending stick or piece of paper towel would work. And then you'll also want something with a straight edge like my box here, and something round like a cup. Here I have a styrofoam cup. To start, I'm going to use my cup and make a tracing of this circle. When doing a tracing, you want to hold the item at the top and you want to hold your pencil at the top. Most students like to hold their pencil down here, which actually puts your own hand in your way while you're tracing. If you hold your pencil at the top, you'll find that you have a smoother, easier time making a line, and you'll be able to fit your arm around just like that. See how I fit that around? First is coming in, it's a little harder, it's a little more of a stretch. Now that I have my circle, I'm going to go ahead and create a U or a V shape under. The line is going to start at the midpoint on both ends, and it's going to come down, up and around. Okay? Guys, that line is too far out. I made a mistake. It's okay. I'm practicing anyway. A mistake is just an opportunity to be creative. I'll go ahead and draw in the line that I want, and then I can erase that or change it later and add something else if I want. It could be a beard or who knows. Now what I need to do is add a line going down the center and add a line going across the circle as well. I'm going to use my straight edge to get a straight line. Very nice. And again, right over here. Oh no, guys, I made another mistake. That line doesn't match up right there. Again, it's okay. All I'm going to do is just redraw that. Again, it's a sketch. I can make mistakes if I want and change them later. Go ahead and erase that. Very nice. Now this line's harder to erase. It's going straight across in a straight line. And when I make a straight line, especially when I have a straight edge, I have a problem of pushing down harder. So when I am erasing, I'm going to go perpendicular across the line. So since my line went this way, I'm going to erase going up and down. My line is horizontal, so I'm going to erase vertically. And it's going to help it look nicer. This area is really tight. I don't know if I can. All right, and I'm going to take this, kind of sweep that away. I can use it for blending and getting this out of the way. All right, now that I have our base lines, we can start placing the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, all that good stuff. Your eyes and eyebrows sit on this line here. So your eyes and eyebrows, right about there. Depending on the person, your eyes might feel a little higher or a little lower, just depending on where their hair and all of this meet, okay? Just below, right here at this mark, you're going to add the nose. Now the nose does come up. I'm going to go ahead and have it come up this way and come up. And you want the eyebrow and the nose line to kind of line up together. Okay. Just like as you can see on my face, see this line right here, it kind of they line up together. They create a line of shadow. I'm going to go ahead and add that right there. Make it a little cartoony for fun. Below this, right here, kind of where that break in my line is, it's going to be the lips. Do the letter M, if this is your first time, make that letter M a little, stretch it out a little bit. And then below hand, you're going to add a long letter U. Look at you. Really long, okay? Really stretch it out, and you can add another M in the middle if you'd like to start adding a little detail there. For our ears, we're going to start right on this line, just like for our eyebrows. So they kind of line up together. And then it comes down more. So we're going to come up and down. Now, depending on the age of the person you're trying to draw, the nose and ears will continue growing, okay? So as you get older, these will get bigger, okay? The eyes need a bit more detail. From the eye, you have the sclera, which is that white part, the iris, which is the colorful part, and in the very center, I have the pupil, which is that black dot in the very center. So that black dot's in the very center. You have that colorful iris around it. And then you go ahead and add your eyelids. So you want to add a line for the top and bottom around this circle. And those eyelids form the shape where the sclera is, which is that space in between. Okay, leave that white. You can add eyelashes if you want. You want to add lots of little light marks. Okay. I think I need to fill in the eyebrows a bit on my person here. I gave him a very cartoony nose. I could add some lines on the lip. And I want to add my lines with the shape when I'm adding them. And on that note, when you add the hair lines, you want to add it in the shape. So like my hair right here, see how it comes down and it's straight right there. And then all of a sudden it starts to swoop and kind of curve some. And you can see it's a bit more curly at the bottom. So say I'm doing my hair, I want to start at the top and my hair goes down straight at first. It goes past where my ear is right here. And then it starts to curve a little and wave and come down here. So if I'm doing myself, I'm going to start to add more hairlines. And it looks like my hair, you can see this right here, it actually comes down some on here. So I can start adding hairlines in from here. And my part's not in the middle like this line is. My part's actually over to the side. So I can bring in my hairs from over here actually, which will help it look like it's going across my hair, my face more on my head. Now you can add lots of different types of hairs for yours. There's more than just my type. You do not have to draw yourself if you don't want to do a self-portrait. You could try to draw someone that you know at home if you wanted to try that. Add some details on the ear too on that. You could make up your own person, your own imaginary character. You could try to draw a portrait of a cartoon character that you enjoy. It is up to you guys. A lot of my students already draw their own creatures, and I've seen people make up their own character design, outfit design, and this is a chance for you to kind of create with that. So here you can see on this half, I have a lot more details than on our base half over here. I think I'll need an ear on this side though. Oh, the length doesn't match. There we go. Let me add some more details. I'm going to pull out my blending stick. And these lines right here that I made on accident, and they're kind of left over, I'm going to just blend them together and create a bit of a shadow. I can go ahead and blend some of this end up here. That's me with the blending stick. Let's try it with paper towel. When I'm doing that, I can wrap it around my finger, like this. Or if you have another pencil where this part has come off, you can wrap it around that. Like I could take this end here, wrap it around here, and use that to blend if I want. Note, you will create marks like this. Or if you use your hand, you'll have marks on your hands. So if you do use your hand, be sure to wash right after so you don't mark on anything else, because I can take that and make marks elsewhere. All right, guys. So we've started our portrait, It's up to you guys to finish and do as much of this as you'd like. I want to go ahead and take a moment and look at some of our student work that was turned in from our last assignment. The assignment was to draw your homeroom teacher working from home. And here I have some great drawings. This one I'm really proud of. She drew the hand, and drawing hands are really hard to do. This last picture is super cute. They added lots of different details, and look at the eyes. You see that eye choice to make bubbly eyes? You can do that on your picture. Remember I talked about how I did a cartoony nose, and then my eye looks a little more realistic. It's up to you what kind of details you want to add. You can add a nose that looks something like this. My nose was like a cartoony type of nose, so it was more like the number 7, kind of turned around upside down with a dot to it. I could have added a line here. I could also have added a line on this side. That would have been these two parts of my nose. I recommend students finding some cartoon character that you like, even some that have like a pointy nose or a circle nose. That's going to be all right. It's going to look really cool. You can do hair in different ways. I've talked about how it's straight and curly and drawing in the different strands. It takes longer, but it really does look nice. You could also do like puffy hair for a front person. You could do hair that like comes down across the face like this. And then you can see it comes down this way around. It's up to you how you want to do your hair. There's so many different ways people have their hair in real life. It's up to you how you want to do yours on your drawing. For the mouth and the lips, I did the letter M. You don't have to do the letter M if you don't want to. I know a lot of people will do like a heart shape for lips. I've seen people do like a line like this. And then they'll add like a cheek line. A lot of cartoons will have that, a cheek line. You could even add a tongue and make it an emoji portrait. You could do that. There's so many different choices, guys. It's really up to you. You can create more than one of these and just play around. Like I said, I know a lot of students do character designs. Start doing character designs with portrait faces as well. A new challenge for you guys. Till next time, class. Keep relaxing and keep creating.